J.A. I want to let you know that you have two choices, black and walnut. If you want the black knife block set, that one we have just a little over 100. What are we offering to you? We're offering to you a brand name that's been around for more than over 200 years. They are arguably one of, if not the most prestigious name worldwide when it comes to high quality knives. This is a Zwilling Henckels knives. And a lot of you, that rings a little bit of a bell because if you have shopped in some of the higher end stores, and if you have previously shopped maybe for a chef's knife and paid $70, $80, or they had to get it behind lock and key, this is the brand that is associated with quality, longevity, and luxury. We're offering this as our finest value of the day, a 16-piece set with a block that is designed to self-sharpen every single knife. There is a design that's built into the block that will self-sharpen the knives every time you put the knives in, and every time you take the knives out, they will sharpen. We sold out last year very early. We were able to get them back in this year. However, this year we wanted to really do something different. So we decided that we're gonna give you all of the world-class knives that you love, but we would also include for you 8 of the steak knives, making this the largest knife set that we've ever brought to you at the best value. Now, it's one day only. Thousands have been ordered on the day. We have flex pay for you, so $31.99 on any major credit card or debit card. Great gift. Perfect if you're entertaining during the holidays, and then you decide what color is going to look most beautiful or the one that you prefer. We do have the walnut, which is really beautiful, and then we also have the black. Of the two choices, the black, there are only 89 remaining. So if you've been eyeing the black or if you've been thinking about it, maybe you've been on the fence throughout the day, time to reserve it because it's almost completely sold out. Because this is such a global, world-renowned brand, and the quality of this brand is one of the highest that you'll find on the planet, these knives are also backed by a lifetime warranty. I wanna cover for you what you're going to get because we are gonna include for you that incredible 8-inch chef's knife, something that you'll use every single day. You're also going to get the bread knife, the carving knife with this set. There is a 5.5-inch edge Santoku knife, a 5-inch serrated knife that comes along with it, a 4-inch paring knife, and then of course we include the kitchen shears, and for the very first time, we even include 8 of your 4.5-inch steak knives, plus you get the hardwood knife block. And remember, the key to this is that every single time you take these knives out, the design element in the inside is self-sharpening the knives, so you'll never, ever, ever have a dull knife. If you'd love to have this beautiful today's special, give us a call. We're gonna go out to my great friend, John Florell, who happens to be a kitchen expert. And John, this is really, when we talk about this brand name, and you and I have worked together now for many, many years, this is a prestigious brand name. I mean, this is a brand name that's been around for over 200 years. It is the iconic name when it comes to high-end, full tang, riveted on handles, all of the elements when it comes to a construction of a knife. For those of you that care to delve into what makes one knife maybe better than the next, you can check every box with this brand.
You really can. And you know what I love about it, Marlo, more than anything, is the knife block is designed to sharpen your knives. Let's face it, all brand new knives are sharp. I mean, when you first get them home, they should be, they're brand new. And this one's no exception. All you have to do is touch it, and it cuts it. Literally, the weight of that tomato does the cutting for you. But the problem when you're using knives is after you cut through the food, you can hear that knife. It hits your countertop, your cutting board, plates, dishes. These are the things that dull our knives over time. But also, when you're using a carving knife, or maybe it's your chef's knife, you might cut through, hit a ham bone or a lamb bone, or maybe it's the pit of an avocado. The cutting board, plates, and dishes. Every time you move a knife or cut with it, it takes a little bit of the edge. It rolls the edge over. And that's what dulls knives over time. What's great about this set is that every time you use your knife, you're taking out of that knife block. And then when you're done using it, you're putting it back in. And I'm gonna bring my microphone over here so you guys can hear this. When I take the knife out, it sharpens. When I put it back in, it sharpens itself. So you'll never, ever have to use a dull knife again. Every single time you pick up this knife, today, tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, every single time you use this knife, it's gonna cut like the very first time you used it. And I'll tell you what, everybody knows, listen, a sharp knife is a safe knife. Dull knives, you have to force through the food. This is the knife set. Not only do you get the quality of Henckels, not only do you get the high carbon stainless steel, but this knife set comes with every knife that you will use in the kitchen. These are the utilitarian knives, I like to call them. Next time you're carving that ham, here, it comes with a carving knife as well. It gives you get that 8-inch chef's knife. You get our carving knife, which also doubles as a boning knife or a fillet knife. It's absolutely amazing. I'm going to take a chunk of this baked ham off of here, and I'll tell you, when you're using knives like this, when you can carve your ham, lamb, roast beef, turkey over the holidays, it's a pleasure. It's a dream to use a knife that doesn't tear, rip, or shred your Christmas turkey or your holiday ham. I mean, every single slice comes out perfect. Yet you have the control because you have that sharp edge. And you never have to worry about the knife getting dull, because literally every time you use this knife, you take it out of that knife block. And every time you put it back in the knife block, it sharpens itself, because we've got those sharpeners built into the block that keep the knife at 95% of its original factory sharpness. And I'm gonna move over here and show you a couple more of the knives, because in this set, you're gonna use all of these knives. I mean, whether you're using, let's see if I can find an orange here. I'll tell you what, whether you're using your Santoku knife for cutting cheese.
John, I apologize. I'm going to get in there for a moment just because I want to let everyone know. In the black for immediate delivery, only 2 dozen available. Only 2 dozen. So if you'd like to have the black available for immediate delivery, meaning you want this by Thanksgiving, you'll need to call. We still have the walnut, but the black choice for, before this goes into what we call advance orders, only 2 dozen remain. Isn't it beautiful? Like, look at all, even just the amount of stainless steel, John, that they've given us. The fact that we've included 8 of the steak knives. And when I look at this price, this is a remarkable value. And I think all of us kind of underestimate, certainly we all have knives in our home. I imagine every one of you watching have knives in our home, but when's the last time you sharpened your knives? And I think that's the whole point of this, John, is that we never have to worry about sharpening our knives again. These are always out the ready. They're always gonna be honing in because of the design that's built into it, honing in the sharpest, most precise knife for you. And any world-famed chef will tell you it's not the sharp knives that hurt you in the kitchen, it's the dull knives.
That's right.
So this is a perfect way for you to come on in and buy our incredible Today's Special. Use our express automated ordering. We are busy. We are all, I think, over the moon excited that we're on the heels of Thanksgiving and the big holidays and this incredible gift for either your family or someone that you love. Use that FlexPay. And John, whether you're cutting into a steak that I see that you're doing or cutting your Thanksgiving ham or turkey, these are going to be ideal.
I got to tell you, Marlo, it's such a pleasure to have a steak knife that actually cuts steak. If you listen, everybody can use a good set of steak knives. Listen, for a set of steak knives, they usually come in 4s. We're giving you 8 steak knives that cut a steak like it's going through butter. And when I say that, I mean, when you taste a steak that tastes like butter, right? Listen, if your steak knife can cut a steak like butter, it's gonna taste like butter. For some reason, it just tastes better when you cut with a sharp knife. And I gotta tell you, not just that, and by the way, these are all full tang, 100% high carbon stainless steel from the tip of the knife all the way through to the back of the knife. The handle is all triple riveted. These fit beautifully with any flatware set that you have at home. And I'll tell you what, when you put these out on your table and your friends and family over the holidays see that Henckels emblem on the knife, they know that's quality. And what's great about this set is that knife block comes with the slots for your steak knives, so they're always there when you need them. And I got to tell you, every single knife in this set, Marlo, you're going to absolutely love for carving, for chopping, slicing, and dicing. I mean, it does more work. And I'll tell you, what I love about it most of all is it doesn't matter how many times it hits your countertop, your cutting board. Every single time that you take this knife out and put it back into the block, it sharpens itself. You can actually hear it as it goes in and out. And I'll tell you, if you have a sportsman in your life, maybe it's an outdoorsman or you do any camping or fishing, I'll tell you, this is what I love about this set is that carving knife. It's long, it's flexible, and it's razor sharp. I mean, you can take a complete fillet of salmon like this, a whole side, cut the steaks, and then lay it out on your table and fillet that fish so fast, that fish will swim around the bucket naked for an hour before it even knows it's missing his birthday suit.
Oh, you're funny. You're so funny.
Sharp.
And by the way, hey, John, I'm going to get in there, and I apologize. Don't try that at home. John is a pro, so I wouldn't recommend any of you trying that at home because these knives are obviously, clearly super sharp. I also want to make mention, John, that I just spoke to the fact that I expected that we would have some additional quantities in the black, but I have just been told that we can't get more. So the black is completely sold out in our today's special. Thank you and congratulations if you were one of the lucky ones. That is now totally sold out for the entire day. We will not be able to get more. However, we do have the walnut, which is the #1 best-selling choice. It is the one that most people buy because it is that neutral, rich, high-end luxe look. You can see that walnut color, that universal color, no matter what color you have in your home. Look at all the stainless steel that wraps around it. If you're just joining us, this collection comes with a full lifetime warranty. We are talking about that world-famous Zwilling Henckels knives. It's a full 16-piece set. And if you're just tuning in, what makes this so fascinating, because we offered a knife block set last year, as a today's special, it's sold out. It did not include the set of 8 steak knives. What you're seeing here from this end to this end are all the knives that you're getting, and we just laid them out. All right, we laid them all out so that you can see them. And without question, John, that these are the knives that you do find behind Lock and Key. This is that global brand, that gold standard, if you will, when it comes to high quality knives. You're getting a 4-inch paring knife, a 5-inch serrated utility knife, your 5.5-inch Hollowedge Santoku knife, you're getting an 8-inch carving knife, you're getting an 8-inch bread knife, an 8-inch chef's knife, and you're getting the kitchen shears, as well as the beautiful, I mean, you're gonna love how rich and how stunning this hardwood knife block that self-sharpens the knife every single time. And I don't think we can say that enough, John, because if you're wondering what separates this knife block from the others that you might see out there, it's not only the type of knives that you're getting. We talk full tang, we're talking triple riveted, we're talking high-end, balanced, beautiful, finely honed sharpness knives that are all high-quality stainless steel at a remarkable price. John, if we went over to the mall, we're not leaving out of that store with this quality of knife at $159.95. No. We're lucky if we're gonna get 2 knives for that price.
I know, right? I'll tell you what I've seen a bread knife in the stores. I spent over $80 on a bread knife, and right on the blade it's stamped "use on bread only," okay? Here's a knife, this bread knife that comes in the set, that slices fresh, soft bread as thick or as thin as you like.
Wow.
And I'm talking this same knife again, most bread knives are made for bread only. Here's the same knife that you can slice your vegetables with. It's flexible. It's got enough flex to it to where you can actually take a tomato and lay it out. You can fillet the skin off of a tomato with this knife. I mean, that's how sharp these knives are. And I'll tell you, you never have to worry about them getting dull. Lifetime warranty. They fit beautifully into that block, and that knife block is absolutely beautiful. I gotta show you real quick here. I'm gonna try and angle this to the camera so we can get the proper shot, because when I take the knife out of here, you'll be able to see right inside here where those sharpening stones are. Every time you put the knife away and then take it back out,
Look
it
at
sharpens
that.
to the perfect angle to get the up to 95% of its original factory sharpness. So, Marlo, every single time you use this knife, it's going to cut like the very first time you used it, whether you're using the 8-inch chef's knife, that 8-inch bread knife. We have the Santoku knife, the paring knife, this little 4-inch paring knife. You're going to absolutely love this for paring, peeling, slicing, dicing, for snipping your greens and turnips. And you know what? It even comes with our shears. Now, the set of shears that comes in this set, these are high-quality stainless steel shears that you will literally absolutely love these. If you've never had kitchen shears in your kitchen before, they are so useful. You'll use these literally every day. Maybe you've got a dozen roses delivered to your house. You want to trim the stems on your roses. Or maybe you want to take them outside and do a little pruning around the house. If you want to use them for your parsley or your herbs, they're perfect for your herbs. But I love them too because they're tough enough to take a baked chicken. I can split a chicken in half, bone and all, with these shears because they've got that same high quality Henckels stainless steel right through the breastbone, right through the backbone, and now you can display that beautifully right out here. I'm going to put it out here next to my parsley. I'll bring it back in here so you guys can see. Look how beautiful that is. On a bed of potatoes and carrots. I mean, that's the way you want to display your food, and that's what it allows you to do when you have a set of these kitchen shears. Like I said, if you don't have a set of kitchen shears, it's worth it for these alone, and you're getting these with all of the other knives in this set. And remember, Marlo, you will never have to sharpen a knife again because every time you put it away or take it out to use it, it sharpens itself. So you never have to worry about those the stick sharpeners or what kind of sharpener I need to get. Do I need to send my knives away to get them sharpened? I mean, it's such a pleasure to have a set of knives that self-sharpen. You never will have to reach into the drawer and wonder, well, is this knife sharp enough to cut what I need to cut? It cuts like the very first time you brought it home. Every single time you use it, all you do is touch it, and it cuts it. If you miss that here, all you do is touch it, and it cuts it. And I got to tell you, you'll slice tomatoes so thin. The price of vegetables these days, look at this, Marlo.
The
you
price
can make
of
one
everything,
tomato last
right,
all
John?
winter.
I think that's a good point that you make, right? We're all paying more everywhere, right? We're all paying more, especially on our foods. And it will be like that for the foreseeable future. You know, this gives us a chance really for the foods that we want to savor, right? That you want to be able to serve to your guests. You know, it's interesting because I've had the great fortune of working with, for example, famed chefs like Wolfgang Puck and Chef Curtis Stone. By the way, Chef Bo Mack, we're going to be launching here at HSN coming up in a couple of hours. And if you get them all in the room, they're all gonna tell you, you have to have great quality knives. I am so proud of us at HSN by being able to bring this brand. There are many brands that are out there that are terrific, but quite frankly, the Zwilling Henckels knives are in a category on their own. It is because of their long heritage for over 200 years. It is because they were one of the very first ever in the whole world to be able to bring high-end cutlery and to be able to bring you knives with the features that we spoke about. Triple rivets. We don't just say that just to be saying that. We say that so that you know exactly the quality that we're delivering. Full tang, and I want to show that to you. That means that stainless steel blade goes all the way through, even the handle, giving you not only beautiful balance to your knives, but the level of quality that you desire and that we all deserve to have. You know, it's all about buying it right the first time. I'm a big proponent of that. Even when you pay a little bit more, if it lasts 2 to 3 times as longer, it's well worth it. I think we all want quality, and that's what we're offering to you. The fact that this block is designed to self-sharpen those knives, I want you to think about that. Look at what John is doing. Now, I don't recommend that you do that at home. He's a pro, but I will say this to you, that the thought that you'll never have to worry about sharpening another knife because of the design. Every time you remove a knife from the knife block, it will completely sharpen the knives. You'll always have sharp steak knives, and you always have the knives that you will use most. These are the most popular knives. The black choice is sold out. If you want the walnut, we are more than halfway sold out for the entire day, and we can't get more. This is our one and only order of the year. So whether it's Thanksgiving or Christmas or Hanukkah or Kwanzaa or New Year's Eve, or you're a big foodie, you want to cook, or you've made a commitment, starting January 1, more fresh fruit and vegetables, this is your way of getting something quite outstanding. Use our FlexPay. Any gift that you purchase with us at HSN, we give you a wonderful holiday return policy until the end of January. But these are incredible. I went to just slice a piece of this ham, and I'm telling you, the thinnest slice that you want to make for the ham sandwiches, John, the day after Thanksgiving, right? Or your vegetables or your turkey. It's just going to permit you to be able to do it with such ease.
It really is. And again, all you do is move it and it cuts. I mean, the best part about this is the knives stay sharp. So even after you use it, maybe you're using your knives a lot. Maybe you're doing some canning, or maybe you're doing some, you know, hey, listen, you might have bought a side of beef and decided to cut it up and put it away for the winter. I'll tell you what, every time you use this knife, you're using it. So it's gonna hit a countertop, a cutting board. After you cut through the food, it hits plates, it hits dishes, it hits countertops, cutting boards. And these are the things that dull our knives over time. But every time you use this knife, you're pulling it out of that knife block, Marlo. And again, every time you put it back into that knife block, it's gonna sharpen itself because we've installed those sharpeners into the block itself. And by the way, here, I'll lift up this one because I know we only have the walnut left. If you were lucky enough to get one of the black ones, that you're gonna absolutely love these. These, okay, the walnut is, I believe these are exclusive to HSN. This is the only place in the country that you can get this block in the walnut color. They've got this beautiful stainless steel cap. All the caps have a label right on each knife, which shows you where to put the knife. The reason that we do that is every single knife is sharpened to a precise degree of an angle. Our chef's knife has a perfect 15-degree angle. So we've set our sharpeners to a perfect 15 degrees. Our Santoku knife, which is a little bit thinner blade, that one is set to a perfect 11-degree angle. So you're always going to be guaranteed that sharpness up to 95%.